Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get a new piece of yarn attached to your loom when you are done with one. So I've woven a few rows here and I'm at the end of this piece of yarn. So I'm going to take it off my needle, untie it or snip it off, and I have a little bit of a tail left. That is totally fine. That actually makes it easier to tie. It could be like that much of a tail left, or it can be this whole tail. Up to you, whatever you have. So I'm going to take my new piece of yarn. I got about 2 arms lengths of this beautiful purple color. And I'm going to tie it together. There's 2 ways you can tie it. The first way is if you put the 2 strings, line them up together, then you twist them so that you've made a loop, just like that, and you put both ends through that loop and pull tight. That is a way you can tie it. The other way you can tie it is by doing a square knot. The way you do a square knot, it's the same as tying your shoes. You cross the strings, just like that, and then you twist the top over the bottom and back up. So I've got this little loop here, and then I cross the strings again, and then I put the top through over the bottom and through the hole, right like that. That creates a square knot. You will have a diagram of how to make this square knot with your lesson materials, but that's basically how you do it. So once you tie your new string together, leave those little tails, that's fine. Don't trim them really short because then they can untie and that won't be good. So once you've tied it together, you can then take your needle, put it on the end of your yarn, your new yarn, tie it back together, tie it on, cross, through the hole, and then you can keep weaving as you were. So you would just keep going. Eventually you'll get to the end of your old yarn and your new yarn will start going. Remember, leave these strings, they're fine. At the end of the project, what you'll do is you'll just push all of these strings into the inside of your pouch and they'll disappear. You can trim them to about 1 inch long at the end, but they're fine right now. Don't worry about them. You'll just keep weaving, and then when you get to the end of your new string, you just tie another string on the same way. You can choose to use the same color, or you can choose to make a pattern. Using my purple here, my pattern will be a stripe of this multicolored yarn and then a stripe of purple, and then I could go back to the multicolor, or I could choose a different color. I could make one stripe really long by doing a couple strings of it, and then I could make one stripe really skinny by doing 3 or 4 rows of it. Keep weaving, have fun with this. Take your time, but as you go, you should be getting faster and better at the weaving. Don't be discouraged if you do a row incorrectly and you have to take out a row or 2. I've had to take out 10 rows before and redo them, and it can be frustrating, but just keep working. I believe in you all. You can do it. Can't wait to see your projects.